I know there's some of you that are not the biggest Alex Jones fans, and I totally get it. But you are a fan of our freedom of speech, right? And I just think it's complete bullshit that YouTube, Facebook, all these different social media networks are censoring us conservatives. I have not seen it, and correct me if I'm wrong, I have not seen it from any liberal pages. Because usually, these things are announced like, oh my gosh, they're being so biased against us, blah, 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 like they're censoring us. I haven't seen that anything from the left whatsoever. It's constantly us from the right that are being banned. And even myself, I get shadow banned all the time. And a good way to test that is you use hashtags and use another page to go look at those hashtags and see if your stuff is there. And my stuff isn't there. I have to uninstall the app, reinstall it, then they'll appear. But then once I start getting active on my page again, they disappear again. It's like, they don't want the truth to be spread, and it's bullshit. I mean, I wish they would just make it an evil playing field across the board and not continuously target conservative pages. It's just not fair, and I'm tired of dealing with it. And I get it. There's things like the walkaway movement that are getting a lot of attention, and I think it's kind of like freaking the left out, and they're like, oh my gosh, there are a lot of people that once stood with us who would have, or who did vote for Hillary, who are now seeing the light because of pages like ours that are spreading the truth, and now they're choosing to walk away from that way of thinking and saying, hey, you know what? The right side is the right side. They're patriotic. They love this country. We're fighting to keep all of our traditions alive. We're fighting to keep this country safe. We're not trying to say, hey, immigrants are not welcome. If I hear that one more time, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Immigrants are welcome. Illegal aliens are not welcomed. It's just so incredibly frustrating. So we're going to keep spreading the truth. We will not be silenced. And I hope you guys join us for the rally on Friday, because we are going to fucking be loud and be proud.
All right, guys. This is Mad Mabs from Taking Back California, and I just want to talk to you about what we're doing. So we're putting together another get-together. It's not so much a rally or a protest, where we want all the patriots to come out, red, white, and blue, and get in the face of YouTube. We want to show them that we're not going to stand for this censorship. Whether you like Alex Jones or not, this is far bigger than that. We need you to be out there. We need you to be with us. At We the Storm will be there, along with Vivacious Veteran and Slightly Offensive confirmed they'll be there. Hoff the Grid's going to be there. We're hoping Fleckus Talks will be there. Come on out for a second event. We can't wait to see you, and we need to beat this. Thanks, guys. Can't wait to see you there.
4 o'clock Friday afternoon. 8:10:18. Right, LA time. Pacific Standard. On my way to YouTube headquarters. Mark, we going to YouTube headquarters, brother? I'm on my way. Hey, Miss Wilk. So guys, anybody who is around the LA area, around California, who can, the thing, oh, you're already there, Mark. Awesome. I'm almost there, bro. I haven't had a chance to do a live today. I had to take meetings in the car and everything, so I could take meetings in the car, take meetings while driving, so I could be there as soon as possible. On my way to YouTube headquarters, to our get-together, our Patriot get-together, our protectors of the First Amendment get-together, to make sure that not only they can't do this to Alex Jones, but that this stops at Alex Jones, because right now, the way he looks, it doesn't look like it will. Vox, that impartial, beautiful thing called Vox, is already calling for the shutdown of Mark Dice, Candace Owens, and several other conservative voices and people who they know that can end up having a huge effect on the election. That's what this is about. This is about territory, right? YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they pretended to be the internet town square where everybody could come and free speech was king, and they fooled everybody. Diamond and Silk with 1.4 million Facebook followers. got her thing shadow banned, demonetized, and so on. Mark Dice, 1.4 million YouTube followers, can't get his videos to be monetized anymore. Alex Jones, completely gone. I've never been an InfoWars guy. I'm not going there for Alex Jones. I'm going there for free speech, and if you pretend like your platform is just the purveyor of content, and that every voice is allowed, because there's some despicable things on YouTube that I've reported on that goes nowhere, that stays there. But a person who exposes fake news is not allowed, and you call that hate speech? That's the definition of insanity. That's a world gone upside down when sideways. So that's why I'm going today, and I hope I'll see some of you there. I just wanted to check in, see what's going on. I will be reporting live from there. Once I get there, I'll be live streaming. So for all of you who cannot participate, who cannot be there, check back in with me in a few minutes, and I'll live stream it from YouTube headquarters, along with my buddy Mark, who's already there, and several other people that are coming to this Taking Back California sponsored event. All right, dudes and dudettes, boys and girls, ladies and gents, I'll see you guys when I see you, and for those of you who I won't see, check back in to see the report from there. Hey, well, check this out. What's going on there? Those are the peeps. It's out here in the corner. About to meet everybody else over there. Right there. That dude right there. Yeah, this guy.
I saw it.
Right there. Tony.
Good to see you. I knew you looked familiar, dude. I love that. Great job. Great way. Okay, I saw you.
We go home, Mark. We got there today.
I was gonna get something for getting like 6'9".
So we're here. Patriot Q is the account that makes these.
I wore my vintage InfoWars shirt. I was a huge, used to be a huge supporter.
I know.
I kind of went off the wagon a little bit with the whole.
He went off the wagon.
He went off the wagon.
We're here for the here for the First
He
Amendment.
just happens to be the one that.
Yeah, exactly. The first one down to go.
Supported him for that, for taking that. And I
I know
stand for some things.
he took one for. Yeah, he's still. It's
still-
quite a bit of mixed stuff.
Changed a lot of people.
100 man. What is it called? Engage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Some good films. Oh yeah. That's what that
He was the one that I got him on my radar.
Yeah.
We're here at YouTube headquarters, by the
What
way,
was the one with
Instagram.
Obama's face on it? It was like a mask. Obama something.
Yeah.
He had a good Obama one too. So when Obama got elected, like
We all just got here. We're here for the First Amendment. YouTube headquarters. Where is YouTube, by the way? All of it? We got some Hillary for prison.
Did it really? That's great.
This is it's a hard Patriot.
We stole America. What's up, everybody? What's up, Instagram? What's up, America? What's up, my Patriots? Right here with the Storm himself, the Red Storm. How you doing, my brother? God bless you, man. Awesome, brother. You met these beautiful ladies coming up for the first time?
I know. I love the T-shirt.
Yeah. Look at that.
You all on Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
You can see where,
Oh,
how we find you.
Alejandra Menace on Instagram.
You follow
Alejandra Menace.
Yeah, what's your
The great T-shirt.
We'll do it right now. Yeah.
Hello.
I'll tell you right now. We'll take a picture. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Want to get over here? Let me do it.
Small channel, but we got the funds to get bigger for sure. I'm actually a
Get in here, brother.
we do
The hardcore American Patriot. Let's take a picture.
Oh, yeah. You don't follow this
So
thing?
you're gonna get on this side.
That's official Lives Matter, guys. Follow them on Instagram.
The actual third right, they actually
It's just a few of us here, but we're here. Hi, wave. Yeah, it's a small group now. But I got to talk to this dude. Let's see if they add in some of it. My man right here from ABC. It's on tape, but we don't know if we'll end up the editing room floor, but it's on tape.
should be on tonight at 6.
It's on tape. Oh, wow. 6 o'clock.
I'm feeding it back.
All right, my man. ABC News, guys. I spoke a little.
It doesn't matter if you're private. The left, an evil agenda that desires to censor anyone, can force their way into a private mega corporation and strong arm them to fix and put a narrative to whatever they want to put it out.
That's official Lives Matter, guys, on Instagram. Check him out.
Here in the United States, if we think that
Beautiful page. Because this will be on there. We're back here at YouTube headquarters wall, and I'm here with a young man that's doing amazing work on IG and YouTube. Official Lives Matter.
What's up, guys? It's Drew from Lives Matter. How y'all doing?
And we were having a conversation here and say, we need to record this. The reason we need to record this is because we're talking about Trump and how some people are stuck in Trump is a potty mouth and Trump, right? The way he acts. And in my opinion, he acts like a human being. And you had a few words to add that you don't mind repeating yourself.
There's a lot of people that they hate Donald Trump and they don't even understand why. And they pull out all kinds of flaws about the president, the flaws that are in all human beings, the flaws that could be in your own dad, the flaws that can be in your own mom, the flaws that can be in you. You pull his out and you take it out and you critique it and demonize him. Now listen, he is not God. He is not perfect. He's not an individual that you can critique and put on the same level as Jesus Christ. There is no president that has that type of ability to be a perfectionist morally and even professionally and even presidentially. There will never be a perfect politician. There will never be a perfect president. There will never be a perfect human being. There's only been one, and my personal opinion is that was Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, God in human flesh. But listen, that's not Donald Trump. You cannot put him at God level, on a level of perfection. When you stop thinking that way and putting Donald Trump on the level of God and perfection, you start to understand he's just a human being that has flaws just like you. Oh, well, Donald Trump, he's done lustful things. Well, have you ever lusted at a woman? Have you ever lusted at a man? Have you ever done anything unrighteous? Have you ever made a mistake? Have you ever sinned in your entire life? Well, so has he and so has you. So you stop being the hypocrite and you stop putting him on a God level, because he's not God. He's just a human being, just like you and just like me.
Amen. Because that's the thing that we were starting to get into conversation here. My wife always has these interesting conversations with her dad, and her dad always wants to talk about Donald Trump's personality. And her response to him is always the same. Dad, do not look at the way he is, look at what he's doing. If you look at what he's doing and stop listening to what the TV is telling you to feel about how he is, and just look at what he's doing, you will see he's one of the better, if not one of the best presidents. So for the short amount of time that he's had in this country, how much he's done for the economy, for foreign policy, and everything in between. I mean, bringing back the remains of the freaking fallen heroes of the Korean War.
Making peace, denuclearizing with a North Korean dictator.
Right? Denuclearizing North Korea, making peace in the Korean Peninsula, bringing back the heroes, bringing back the three hostages they have. That alone. If a regular, actual politician, and that's the thing that you were talking about, that irks me. What I love about him, he's broken the mold of you have to be politician. Even his speech in Tampa the other day. It's easy to be presidential. It's harder to be me. And what does he mean about that? It's harder to put all of your flaws hanging out for everybody to critique and sling arrows at. While you do not care, because you care too much about the American people, you care too much about this country to get into that conversation. You're about getting work done, getting shit done with your administration, with policy, and
100%. 100%. Listen, we're not looking for a president that's perfect. Let me cause you to think about this. All of the things that Donald Trump has accomplished in the short amount of time in his presidency, every single milestone, every single accomplishment that he has accomplished, him and his administration, if Obama would have done those things, you would be lifting him up as a Greek god right now, literally. But no, just because he's from the right, and just because he's conservative, and some of you out there, just because he's white, no, he's a racist. No, the definition of racism is an individual that believes that their ethnicity is more superior than other ethnicities. Donald Trump has never come out and said anything like that. So your definition of a racist is false. Think about these things. Please think about the truth. Please think about the facts. Please think about what you're really listening to. Please unplug the TV and study secular history, study American history, listen to transcripts of Trump's speeches. 10 times out of 10, when I ask people, why do you hate Donald Trump? Because he talks with hate. Because he talks so mean with people. Have you ever listened to any of his speeches? Well, no. What do you mean you hate Trump because you don't like the way he talks? You've never even listened to him before. Hey, I'm not here to prop Donald Trump up as a god. I'm here to respect him as the President of the United States that has been respectfully elected by these individuals in the great country.
A lot of individuals who are, by the way, minorities and people of color, and all these things that the Democratic Party like to say are all against him, right? Latino immigrant here, 100% conservative, Christian, for Trump.
Yes, sir.
So we keep breaking the mold and the narrative, and yet people are still not convinced that this man is for the nation, is for the country, and not for the division. There's only one side that's disseminating and propagating that. Who benefits, right? We always need to look at who benefits from us fighting over those lines, racial lines, not us. We the people don't ever benefit from that. A party and Hollywood and entertainment and media, they benefit a lot from that, right? The poverty pimps and the racial war dividing pimps of the Democratic Party, they benefit from that. They benefit if every minority believes that the conservative movement and that the Republican Party is always out to get them. Donald Trump is for this country. And here's the sad part. I invite everybody to go watch the trailer, not the movie, because the movie is going to be liberal drivel from Hollywood. Watch the trailer for the latest Spike Lee movie. They're making it's about the KKK. And guess what they included in the speech of the KKK? America First. They're conflating those two arguments, that in order for you to be nationalistic and America First, you must be a white racist man. Now, when Donald Trump says America First, he's talking about black Americans, he's talking about Hispanic Americans, Latino Americans, Asian Americans, he's talking about every American. That's the only prerequisite, is that you are a legal person in this country, that you are a citizen, that you are within our borders, and we do whatever we can to protect you. And that ICE they want to abolish are the people fighting to protect the border and demolishing, dismantling child and human trafficking all over the U.S. That's the number one job of ICE. So, just please, people, study not only current events, but history. Because the Democratic Party, there's a great movie right now, History of a Nation. Watch Spike Lee's trailer, just to see what they're telling you to think, and then watch the full movie of the National History of a Nation. It will talk about the history of the Democratic
Goes. All right, everybody, this is the first time I'm streaming on Instagram.
History in the making. No, don't go sideways. Don't go sideways.
Oh, you don't go sideways on here?
No,
oh, it's like Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Looks off. How's everybody doing? It's funny, I've never done this.
I know.
This is the first time. We'll see if we get some people.
Once he's elected.
First time I'm doing Instagram live streaming, so. Oh, this is funny. Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? Omar here. So I'm here outside. Oh, I'm gonna let some people tune in before I start talking. How's everybody doing? Hey, everybody. This is the first time I'm doing this, so on Instagram. I've never done any live streams on Instagram before. This is the first time. So I'm outside right now of, I don't know, what is this, like YouTube Space or something like that. YouTube's like censoring everybody on the internet right now, especially the right. Which is wrong. What they're doing is not productive. And I think that people that are out here right now are just tired of seeing the censorship that is going through right now, and they're fed up with it, and they want to see people that are having their message heard. And I think that part of censoring people, and that's happened to me on over Facebook. I've been censored on some of my stuff, my posts. People say, "Hey, I can't see what you're posting," via Twitter, even Instagram. I mean, I feel like there's some bias by the media. They're censoring the right, and they're stopping our message from being heard. Necessarily, if you look at a lot of the aspects of different things that are happening right now in the political process, you look at a lot of people that are just, I'm blocked on Twitter, Omar. How are you blocked? See, look at that. So a lot of people, I had happened with me where Twitter dropped about 30,000 of my followers just recently. It was not even like a month ago. So I was at about 160,000. Now I'm at about 130,000. I said, "Oh, we're auditing your account. We're checking it. We're dropping people that are not active." But then I got a lot of people that refollowed me back, and they said like their accounts were not inactive. They're actually active. But what happened was Twitter was stopping their accounts from being heard and everything. So I'm looking at all those problems and the aspects of everything. Is just wrong what they're doing, and it's not right. So that's why I'm here right now outside of YouTube Space to support our First Amendment right, not to infringe on it. And that's what's happening right now. We're having people that have these corporations that are infringing on our First Amendment right, and they're not letting our message being heard. So I think it's wrong. So we have some people here. I'll flip the camera over so you guys can see who's here.
Thank you. Now I know that.
Why are you here?
I'm here for freedom. Here for freedom of speech.
Yes.
Yes. And at the core, we're here to legalize cannabis in a fair and reasonable way.
Of course.
The most important resource to humanity is access to it. So that's the truth. And I can't share that message to shut us down, right?
So if they're censoring us, you can't share your message. So you advocate for cannabis, but you can't share your message if you're being censored online. That's what's happening everywhere right now. People's messages are being censored, and that's wrong.
So important messages about healthcare, about alternative energy, about cannabis liberation. You'll help her, right? It's not going to be the agenda. We can share that. most un-American thing I've ever heard.
Of course.
The core of our country. That's actually.
I get one on Monday. Meet the people right here. I got a minute.
Dominate the airwaves. Again, it's a public.
We'll connect after.
Yeah, we do. We definitely can. Yeah.
No, the point that these companies control 90% of communication in our country. That's foundational to the electoral process. It's like Mount Bell, it's like the cable companies. It's a public trust. They claim it quite often when it suits them, and then when they go back to, it's our decision to censor you, they're a private company. But when they need the hundreds of millions of dollars of support from the government, they need to slip all these rules of business, then they're a public trust. It's that hypocrisy that we're figuring out. And we're sharing it on YouTube, so they're snipping us left and right. But the truth can't be hidden. We'll take it.
So someone made a good point. They said that YouTube headquarters protesting is being censored and cut off social media. Like right now, us being right in front of this place right here, they're saying that it's being cut off and censored. And I see it so, too, also, because right now, like, I believe that, look, it's saying that I have 15 viewers, but I probably have more people watching. They just want to make it the appearance to be that I have less. So, I mean, that's what's going on right now, which is wrong.
Yeah, that's the big story, is the ghost shadowing that's been going on for
yeah.
years and years. And the fact that they're actually finally snipping people, that's a call to arms. The real story is the slow, systematic strangling of conservative or libertarian or just divergent voices of any type. Anybody who doesn't fit their very slim, narrow agenda is getting their freedom of speech tweaked with, and then the idea that they become popular, they just cut you out altogether. That's not going to last for long. We're going to end up with some bizarre mindscape that the elite in Silicon Valley developed instead of the rich nation of 300 million people in this country. We got to fight for our freedom of speech.
Yeah, we do, and that's why I'm here. So, and many people are here, many young people. And it's funny. Someone called me on Twitter right now. They called me. They said that I'm surrounding myself with a bunch of white supremacists, and they said that I'm a white supremacist myself by association. But I think that you're the only Caucasian person that's actually here. To be honest with you, because if I go around, well, actually 2 or 3, but if you look around, the majority of the people are here are Hispanic. The majority here are Hispanic. So I mean, so they're trying to like say that it's not, but yet I'm filming it and I'm showing that it's not, that it's actually diverse. We have like every culture that is here right now, which is amazing.
No, that's the liberty movement's about.
Yes.
It's not about a group of people. It's about a group of ideas.
But the problem is the left will try to divide us by segregating us into categories. They'll say they'll put us in a category and say, "Hey, you're a part of this category, and they're enslaving us by putting us in those categories. Yet they're not freeing us, and that's enslaving our mentality."
David Knight says it best.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party. It's not
Yeah.
the Democratic Party. It's the Demographic Party. That's all they do. Specialize in zeroing in little groups and manipulating them against the larger well-being of our country.
Yeah.
And yet, we're waking up to this in droves. And yet, it's looking like the manipulative child's play that it is, more and more people. So the days of us being easily manipulated are falling through. These tricks only work when you don't know they're happening. It's like a magic trick with little
Yeah.
taped on the back of the hand. Once you know the cord taped on the back of the hand, the trip loses all its appeal. The same with this idea that only liberals are popular in the world, that only liberals make media, only liberals are good at all this stuff. We're finding out that that's been it's been a manufactured vision for a long time.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of manufacturing that's going on in our political process. I mean, you have the mainstream media on both sides. I'm not gonna like say one side is favorable over the other. What I'm saying is I'm seeing this on both sides. They manufacture what they want. I'll give you an example. My race, I'm running against Maxine Waters. The mainstream media refuses to show anything. Like they'll air a lot of things that Maxine Waters says, and there's been a lot of footage where she's talked about me many times for minutes and minutes, like I was telling you earlier, and then they'll find the 2 minutes. This is the mainstream media, and this is on our side too. They'll take out everything that they talked about me in, and then they'll only show the things that they want to show. So they don't want to show that there's an alternative candidate running against Maxine Waters. They want to manufacture and just attack Maxine, but not show an alternative. And this is why I show people, and I go out there and I talk to people, because this is the problem with the political process. They want to complain. but they don't want real change. That's the problem.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. These are time to really step up and recognize the fact that we have power in numbers. Recognize the fact that the real paradigm is outside what the mainstream media says. I think we all saw it election day. Remember Huffington Post saying that a 3% chance of winning. 3% chance of winning, right? The great news sources said 8%, right? And so we know that paradigm's just devastated. And yet they pretend like it's like the emperor wearing no clothes, like the guy we see him walking by naked and no one wants to say anything. Like, oh, no one trusts mainstream media anymore because they have completely lost their credibility through manipulating what we now know are facts. The facts we now know.
Well, you know, and this is what's happening. Look, right out here right now, I'm surprised actually there's no opposition going here. They probably didn't know that we were going to show up, but I guarantee you if this was planned and it was put online and publicized that we were going to be here today, I guarantee you the left would have paid a bunch of people to try to intimidate us. I mean, we have a gentleman right here earlier that, you know, he was intimidated in Hollywood and he was attacked. I mean, that video was just outrageous. And I found out the gentleman lives in my district.
Oh, yeah.
He lives in my district and he voted for me.
I was attacked physically at the event with Roger Stone downtown.
I was there. They kicked me out.
3-day event.
They kicked me out of that event. Remember?
Oh, yeah, across the street.
They asked me to leave. I was with you. I was with you. They asked us to leave. They kicked us out of the event, and it's like the left thinks that they own cannabis. They don't think that anybody on the right can support cannabis, so they think that they own it. And part of the thing is they kicked out Roger Stone out of the event, so that was wrong.
They believe they could just shut us down and move on. Do lots of mid-level censorship, and you finally go to sleep when they drop the hammer. But coming up next segment, with our guest, I'm going to get into Ingram defends InfoWars, coordinated purge of sources we trust and like. And so it's a big report up on Infowars.com. The fact that Tucker Carlson, the fact that Michael Savage, the fact that even the Daily Mail gets what's happening. This is a big deal and a big moment. They always use that Photoshop weird photo. I mean, it doesn't even look like me, but they love it. Somebody says use that photo. So going back to Rufio Panman from the Proud Boys, and Gavin McGinnis was on earlier, and Will Johnson, just other points you guys want to make after this question. The symbolism of people not starting the fight, picking up their bubblegum wrappers, no problems, being nice to the police, coming in, leaving things the way they were, and people attacking police, crapping on the ground, yelling and screaming obscenities, getting arrested everywhere. Well, this is the deranged left, Rufio Panman. Why are they such scum? Why are they such archetypal trash? Who the hell are these people?
Well, I think it's an accumulation of everybody who has never wanted to abide by any rules, never really wanted to accomplish anything for themselves, and you know, that's just kind of what embodies extreme leftists and Antifa. It's really hard to characterize who they are. It's just because it's so inhuman, almost the way
they're a bunch
act.
of lazy scum that tell us we are what they are.
Right. Yeah, so it's all name calling. It's like kindergarten bullies, really. They don't really have anything good to say. Even their chants are very amateur-ish, I guess you could say. They're very uncreative. And
yeah, it's not the answer to 1984, 1776, and we humanity are awake and rising, and freedom beats in the human breast, and we will not be stopped. Yeah! No, it's racist, go to hell, KKK,
Right, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing over and over again, same message, nothing new, no actual leadership. You never see their face, no sense of responsibility. You know, it's just a bunch of garbage.
Oh, what about the ordinance now? I'll come back to you in a moment. Let me ask Will Johnson, what about the ordinance they can't wear masks after they attacked the police and elderly and people that weren't even with the prayer vigil 6 months ago that you launched? How did that affect them not being able to wear their masks? They looked like they were pissing their pants.
They were highly upset. And you know what? A lot of them came in there with the mask on, and then when they were standing with the mask on, I have my megaphone, and I would just get on the megaphone, and I would scream out, officer, officer, he has on a mask, he has on a mask. And automatically when the police officers start walking towards them, they have to pull them off. And they were getting upset because I kept calling them out. If you're not committing any crimes, if you don't want to do something wrong and not get caught, you typically put on a mask. That's a clear indication that these people are coming out here wanting to harm us. I've had multiple people say that you shouldn't have these rallies. I'm like, why? Because people want to come out and harm you. So you're basically saying that our freedom of speech should go away because we should be afraid that these people come out here with masks on wanting to harm us. See, Antifa in Berkeley, there was a city ordinance where they could not wear any mask. And when they walked in with a mask, the police department would not allow them to walk past their brocade. They could not get past it. So the city ordinance, and another thing, I shared this video with Rob Du where the city ordinance, when you had Antifa members and people for BAM and et cetera show up, these Democratic socialists show up to the town hall that they had, screaming and pleading with them to say, allow Antifa to have weapons and allow Antifa to have masks on so they can protect us from the neo-Nazis. So last time I remember, it was our event. We didn't allow them to have mask on. We didn't ask them to even come, but they wanted to come and wear masks and have weapons so that they can harm us. This is the norm from the left. They want to harm people who respect the president and love this country. What kind of world do we live in? This is America. It's crazy.
Well, that's it. They're the bullies, but now when they attack Rufio and you guys 10-1, they get their butts kicked. Now Rufio, what's going to happen to them after this? This seemed to really demoralize them.
Well, I don't know how much more vandalism they have to do. Like that one clip, they were just attacking that Marine Corps recruiting office. I mean, that's government property right there. They're lucky that they didn't, run into 10 Marines that just bumped out of there and beat their butt. That was something I keep looking at. It's like how stupid you have to be to go and attack, the Marine Corps office. And the funny thing is, we have a lot of military, a lot of Marines in the Army and Navy, Air Force that show up to these rallies because this is what they signed up to do. Fight enemies, foreign and domestic. And it's really cool to watch them come out and just come alive because this is like, they're really truly defending America. It's right
Let me ask you a question when we come back. They knew it was Sunday. They knew it was Saturday. They attacked it. And they actually have intelligence files we've gotten that come out before. They target and pick things where they won't meet opposition. So I'd love them to go do that, like you said, like on a Tuesday afternoon. We'll be right back. Stay with us. I told you that we could retake America. If you believed in capitalism, if you believed in freedom, if you believed in God, if you believed that you had some control over your destiny. And now we're here. As we're in the hottest part of the summer, going into the fall, the left is calling for civil war, total censorship of InfoWars. They're lying about the president more than more, calling for violence against him, calling for him to be removed, calling for his family to be kidnapped, murdered, tortured. It's everywhere. And then Trump says mainstream media is the enemy of the American people when they're fake news and lying. They go, oh my God, you're going to cause us to get hurt. You've got Democrat candidates in Kentucky making jokes and saying, hey, Rand Paul can be beaten for the Senate race. Look at what his neighbor did. It's everywhere. If I try to list it all, it'd take an hour. They're trying to bully us into submission. So now more than ever, with them all over the news saying deplatform us and lying about what we stand for and filing all these frivolous fake lawsuits that we're getting thrown out, this is the critical battle. Getting Trump in was just the beachhead. Now the real fight for liberty begins. We're entering the season of false flags. Where the mainstream media knows it has no viewers, knows that it's basically now just corporate engines of censorship, just like the colleges. And so they're putting out the breadcrumbs out there, clearly having their own people, in my view, calling into C-SPAN and, calling for CNN to get shot. I've been telling you that's coming. So we need to stop the violence. We need to say no violence. We need to decry violence so that when and if they stage events, people see through it. I came out the day the drone attack happened in Venezuela, before any other media picked it up, and I said, I don't hear any explosions, I don't see any smoke, this looks totally staged in the video I see. And now even our own government and foreign governments are saying it appears to be a false flag. False flags do happen. Some things are real, obviously, but communists and scumbags, like the dictator of Venezuela who has staged elections, I believe has staged this. So don't think the Democrats, who are totally desperate, won't pull that card of victim when they're building it up, building it up, building it up. How many months have I been saying we're entering the false flag area where CNN or MSNBC or these other terrorist organizations against America that terrorize the truth, that lobby for the end of free speech, that lobby for their competitors to be taken off the air, that send out the reporters to stalk people and harass them. They're murderers and assassins of truth, and don't think their bosses aren't willing to go all the way. With that said, there is a way to defeat them and stand against their attempts to shut us down. Spread the articles, spread the videos, tell people in person about Infowars.com and Newswars.com. Download the free app at Infowars.com/app. And then tell people, hey, it's a great app. Video feeds, audio feeds, it's free. News alerts. This is the censored info they don't want you to have. Infowars.com/app.
Marked half price off. I remember my friend Sarah, she was like 32 and she still wasn't married, and she goes, I'm half price off. I'm on the sales shelf. Discount bin. I'm in the discount bin. Bargain bin, yeah. Yeah. And if you call now, you get Jordan Peterson. Oh, clean your room. You'll get Bill Burr. Whoa. Why? Because the sword of Damocles is hanging above. By the way, sword of Damocles, I've realized talking about this so much because I have one over my head now. I've been banned from every platform but YouTube, and we know we are seconds away from vanishing. So please bootleg this. Please take this. Please take all my content. I promise you I will not enforce a complaint. But, and I was looking, go look at the hashtag Aquaman. It's all chicks. Chicks have ruined action movies. Ladies, you can't beat up 5 guys. I don't know how many times. You know who can't beat up 5 guys? Conor McGregor. Men cannot beat up 5 guys. Why are
modern world? Europeans. Built the modern world. We invented science and industry. We invented science and industry, and you want to tell us to stop because, oh my God, we're so bad. We built the modern world. We built the modern world. Europeans. Built the modern world. We invented science and industry. We invented science and industry, and you want to tell us to stop because, oh my God, we're so bad. We invented the modern world. I feel you. You're so dumb. We invented the modern world. You fucking degenerate. We saved billions of people from starvation. We built modern civilization. White people are the best thing that ever happened to the world. We are so amazing, and I love myself, and I love white people. Say that one more time. Fuck yeah, white people. Say it right here. Fuck yeah, white men. We're white men. We did everything. Look, I don't hate other people. I just love my white men. I just love white men.